This is my custom built gaming keyboard. Before this, I used exclusively Razer keyboards, which now I realize are really bad, and I don't think I could ever go back. Razer's not known for making particularly good value for money products, but their keyboards are especially notorious for this. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll understand why you should pretty much never be buying pre-built keyboards, and I can convince you to take a leap of faith into the unknown and build your own. Which is actually ridiculously easy. If you go with a bare bones kit, you only need to buy some switches, keycaps, maybe some O-rings, and that'll allow you to build a great keyboard. No longer do we need to dismantle switches, lube them, clean them, and solder them all onto a PCB, spending literally all day building a keyboard. Now you can just follow a simple instruction video on YouTube and assemble it within 20 or 30 minutes without any hassle or technical knowledge. My personal build has a EpoMaker Leobug HI75 frame, Khalil box white V2 clicky switches, SteelSeries prism caps, and glorious 70A O-rings, all of which only cost me about $100. But you can spend much more or much less than that depending on your budget, which is one of the great things about custom keyboards. Now this is the Razer Huntsman Mini. It's the newest keyboard that we have access to and the one we'll be using for the video since it's the most similar in size to mine. Although this keyboard is more budget friendly at only $120, its quality issues are still persistent across Razer's more premium options. Some older models of which the AimGrips team has been running for many years. Comparatively, this custom keyboard comes out to less than half the price of most of Razer's current lineup. Well, maybe there's a good reason why Razer prices all their products at such a premium, right? I mean, they have a cool logo, you get to use Razer Synapse for software, which is...
Dude,
just pick up in the camera.
You'd be disappointed, bro.
Great. And what really most people buy them for is convenience. They come ready to go right out of the box. You don't need to search the web and find the best PCB and keycaps for your look. You don't need to try to hear the minor differences in switches through a YouTube video to find the best one for you. Just buy it, plug it in, and start gaming. Which is fine for most people, but if you really want a good typing and gaming experience, there are better options out there. The most obvious difference you'll notice if you decide to build your own keyboard is probably going to be the build quality. As long as you didn't cheap out on your keyboard frame, it's probably going to be a lot better. You can probably see the difference just by me holding both of these. The Razer just feels kind of cheap. And that goes for the sound too. Just listen to our Razer with purple switches compared to my custom build. I think it's hard to argue that a custom keyboard doesn't sound way better. And this is the low end for keyboards. You can make it sound just about any way you want based on your part selection and the padding that you put into the frame. Another thing most people don't consider with name brand keyboards is that if something breaks, you can't simply repair it, and upgrade options are really limited. Meanwhile, if I broke something on my custom keyboard, I could replace some of the parts and get it pretty much good as new again. If anything broke on my Razer, I'd be spending another $200 to replace it. They're simply built to be replaced, not repaired. For software, it really depends on the brand we're talking about. I don't really have much experience with any others besides Razer, and I can tell you this is a huge reason why I switched away from them. For probably about a year, I couldn't connect any of my Razer peripherals to Synapse. It literally just wouldn't detect them at all, even if I uninstalled and reinstalled the software. Eventually there was an update that fixed this, but it took way too long, and I wasn't the only one that had this problem. Most keyboard kits that you buy, like EpoMaker, will have their own downloadable software for you to make changes. The software for my keyboard is simple, intuitive, and has plenty of options for anything you might need to do. And the most important thing for me, it's never given me a headache. Now let's talk about one thing that might concern some serious gamers when talking about a custom keyboard. And that's gaming performance. There have been a lot of advancements in keyboard tech recently. With the rise of analog switches, we now have snap tap, per key actuation, and rapid trigger, which has completely changed gaming. And despite Razer's quality and software problems, they do have analog optical switches in some of their higher end keyboards that have these features, which is a straight up competitive advantage in some games. And being a proprietary software based feature, fully custom keyboards don't have this. However, there is a solution. You can get these features in a custom keyboard if you use Wooting. You'll just be limited to their ecosystem, like their PCB and their Lecker or KOM switches, and you'll have to use their software. But if gaming performance is your top priority, this is your best option, while still having most of the benefits of a fully custom build. Now, these are a little expensive, so if you're on a budget, you can still find mechanical switches that have great gaming performance and sound for under $20. For the majority of gamers, you probably don't really need to consider an analog keyboard and can just build really whatever you're looking for. I had a lot of fun building mine, and now whenever I go back to another brand, I'm reminded by how good I have it. With better build quality, sound, customization, price, repairability, software, and now even gaming performance, there is really no need to buy a name brand keyboard anymore. The exact parts for my keyboard are in the description below. They aren't affiliate links and this video isn't sponsored. I was just really impressed by how good my keyboard was for the price and wanted to share it with you. If after watching this video you plan to build your own keyboard or have some build suggestions, then put in the comments down below for when I build another keyboard.